Hey beautifuls! I wanted to make this video in regards to my hair color and what I use. A lot of people on Instagram and things like that ask me what I use for my hair color, and I kind of wanted to share you guys not my secret, but just what I use, because it does help out with just changing things up. I have been basically almost every color. I mean, not every color, but I've been blonde, I've been like purple, like a midnight purple black kind of color. I've been red finally now, but I was red before actually. But actually now I've taken I guess the healthier route for my hair. A lot of people ask me how I get this color and how it doesn't look damaged, you know. And so I wanted to share you guys what I use. Basically, I use this all the time. And this is the Ion Color Brilliance line. You can get this at Sally's. I don't think they sell this anywhere else. And this is in the color Light Burgundy Blonde. And I actually like to go for like the demi and the semi-permanent route, because it doesn't contain the dangerous, or not dangerous, but you know what I mean, like the ingredients that a regular hair dye has. It's not as harmful as that type of hair dye. And so I really wanted to be able to intensify the color that I originally had and keep up with it, but not continue to dye it with the same formula or with that same color dye. And so I opted to just get the demi-permanent. Recently I tried this one with the demi-permanent, which is also the Ion Color Brilliance, and this is it right here, and it's in the color red. And I mixed these two, and the funny thing is, it kind of gave me a deep reddish color, and I want that for the winter, but I wanted something a little bit more intense for the summertime. So the next time I do this, I'll probably do this by itself, or maybe two of them by itself, because I feel like this kind of made it a little bit deeper. It's a very pretty color. This is the color that I got, and mind you, this is already like 2 or 3 weeks in. And this is the color that I have right now. And the cool thing about getting these demi-permanents and semi-permanents is that, obviously, like I mentioned, it's healthier for your hair. It doesn't do any damage. This one actually doesn't have any peroxide, nor does it have ammonia. And this one doesn't have any ammonia. It says it right on the box. And that really attracted me to those types of colors, because I'm not going to say I get bored easily, but I kind of do with my hair color. But I have found that this red really works for me, and I really like it, especially when it's fresh. I will say it's something that you have to maintain, just like any other color. Like blonde, you have to keep dyeing and things like that. But I feel like blonde was a little bit more high maintenance for me. As far as you have to keep maintaining it and things like that. So that was a little bit much. But the red, I don't really, like, if you go without doing any type of touch-ups or whatever, then I would say that it will start to look a little dull and things like that. Honestly, I tried this on mistake, really, because I really wanted to, honestly, I didn't want to go to a salon. I've had bad experiences with salons, and finally I went to one salon, and they gave me this beautiful kind of auburn reddish color. So when it came time to touch up the roots areas, that's when I came across this color. And so what happened was, it ended up where I was doing this every several weeks, and it ends up starting to look like more of a ombre effect. And then the benefits of this were awesome, because I wasn't going and getting like the actual hair dye with the chemicals in it and all that stuff. So this ended up being something where it just stuck with me. And then just to kind of brighten it in the summertime and things like that, I'll do the same family, but then I'll just try to, like, this was the first time that I added to it. This is what I used this time, but I think in a couple weeks, when it's time for me to retouch it again, I'll just probably use 2 of these, and it'll give me that bright red color that I like. It's still in a subtle way, but I mean, it's still something that, it's still summertime, so you want to have those bright colors anyway. Oh, alright, son. So just a disclaimer, you know, I'm not a licensed cosmetologist, nor am I a hairstylist. That's why I didn't do an actual tutorial, because it's pretty much, I kind of do it at my own risk, I guess. And I just kind of, because I get the question a lot as far as how I get my hair color the way I do get my hair color, I figured, you know, I might as well share with you guys what I use, and then you could just, all I did was I got it and I followed the instructions that it came with. And I even asked the lady at the Sally store, and she helped me out with just adding on certain things, but I really just needed this. And then I asked the lady at the Sally place to help me just in case if I, you know, missed anything. And so that's really how I I did it at my own risk, you know. And so this I use with a 10 developer. If you want to intensify your color, or if you want to cover grays or whatever, it'll tell you which type of developer you will need. And so basically, I'm just going to read what it says on the box. All it says is that it is obviously Color Brilliance Intensive Shine by Ion, and it is a demi-permanent cream, no ammonia, and then of course the color is light burgundy blonde, and what else? Demi-permanent. And then it also says on the side, enhance, change, or increase the color intensity, cover and blends gray hair, refresh and renew faded mid-lengths and ends, add color immediately following a relaxer or permanent wave. Add fashion tones, tone pre-lightens or highlighted hair, fill over lightens hair. So it really, for me, I wanted to intensify the auburn color that I had, and it gave me this really pretty burgundy, but a lighter version of a burgundy. So it was really cool. And so like I said, the cool thing about it is that it's a different color in every lighting. I get like more of a in some lights I get more of the red tones, and in other lights I get more of like a like a maroon, a deep maroon kind of color. I can't even describe it, and it really depends on your hair and what color you've had previously to it, I'm guessing, because with a lot of people it may not be the same intensity as my hair, or they might even get more intensity out of it. So it really depends on your hair type. It really depends on what your hair consists of, like the texture of your hair and things like that. If you want to try, go right ahead, by all means. But of course I tried it at my own risk and it worked out. So I really love it. I do it every I want to say 8 to 10 weeks, pushing 10 to 12 weeks. I don't really keep count of how I do it, and I've been doing it for over a year now. Yeah, I've been doing it for over a year now. Not over a year. What am I talking about? I said December. So I've been doing it for about 7 months, for about 7-8 months. And so I've loved it. Honestly, the only negative part, which is pretty much with all red color, and black, is that when you shower, it pretty much looks like you murdered somebody in your shower, because you're releasing all that dye. So my camera died right when I was explaining about the murder scene in your bathroom. Anyway, like I was saying, when you do take a shower, when you wash your hair, you have to be aware of that you're releasing that dye, and so it's gonna be all over the tub and things like that. As the weeks progress, it does lessen, because it's, you know, it's not a regular dye that it latches on. I mean, you guys know what I mean. Like, after a while, the water's going to be clear that's coming out of your hair. So you don't have to worry about it happening all the time. But the first couple of washes, it will happen. And you will be like, oh my gosh. The way that I prevent damage, because of course you have to make sure that you're still taking care of your hair. Because if you don't take care of your hair and you're still just doing this, you're still going to have some sort of, you know, I mean, with anything you have to take care of your hair. And so what I do is I do a lot of deep conditioner treatments. And so I know in my last video, or in previous video, I did a Carol's Daughter deep treatment. That really helps with my hair. If I at least do one once a week, It helps with the nourishment and prevents from any damage, breakage, and things like that. Of course, I still shed. That's very normal. It's good that you do shed. Of course, a ridiculous amount is not good. A regular amount, a normal amount is a good thing. Now back to the color. Like I said, I've been using this for a couple months now. I've had no issues and no problems. I wish it lasted a little longer, but of course when you're using something less intense, it's not going to be as long wearing as something that is more intense or chemically based. Like I said, I really just wanted to make this video for you guys so you guys can see how I do it, and this is pretty much it. I didn't really do it a tutorial base because I really just followed the instructions inside the box. They come inside the box, and it's pretty much self-explanatory. Please don't hesitate to leave a comment below or a question, and I'll definitely answer it for you. So that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.